Hello, my name is Joseph Paul. Um, I was born in July 15th, 1995. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the prolific effects and events of that year and give you some background knowledge on all of the goings-ons of that year. First, I'm going to talk about the cost of living in 1995. Um, the yearly inflation rate for the country, for US, was at 2.81%. The average cost of a new house was 113,000 US dollars. Um, the average American income per year was around $35,000, which was above the economic poverty line. Um, The cost of a gallon of gas was $1.09, which would be wonderful nowadays. The average cost of a new car was around $15,000, and the average cost of a post stamp was 32 cents. Some of the costs of your day-to-day regular household goods that you would be purchasing on a daily basis would be your loaf of bread was around $2.02. For a pound of coffee, it was around $4.07, and for a dozen eggs, it would be 87 cents. Next, I'm going to talk about some of the important events that happened during the year 1995. It's a very prolific year in U.S. history. Probably the most important and most prolific thing that happened during this time was the Oklahoma City bombing. Um, the Oklahoma City Unibombers uh, placed a truck bomb in front of a downtown Oklahoma City building on April 19th in 1995. It was a domestic terrorist bomb attack in downtown Oklahoma. Um, the bombing killed 168 people and injured more than 680 people. The blast destroyed over 250 buildings in the area, and it affected over a 16 block radius. So it was very large. Um, both of the Unabombers, Timothy McVeigh and Timothy Nicholas, were arrested and convicted for the bombing. McVeigh was executed in 2001 through lethal injection, and Nichols was sentenced to life in prison, where he is currently still serving. Also, another important event in 1995 was the verdict for the O.J. Simpson trial. O.J. Simpson was found innocent in the double murder trial. It was dubbed the case of the decade. Some more events that happened in 1995. The U.S. Cut military operations in Somalia, uh, operations which had been going on for quite some time. U.S. and Iranian relations heat up. The U.S. sanctions economic and tax sanctions on Iran. Uh, some of the environmental happenings that happened during the year. A magnitude 7.3 earthquake hit Kobe, Japan, killing over 6,000 people. Also, Russia is devastated by a 7.6 magnitude earthquake, which kills over 2,000 Russians. Um, Also, in the U.S., an unprecedented heat wave paralyzes the Midwestern U.S., where I was born. Temperatures hit over 104 for 5 days straight. This heat wave actually occurs during my birthday, and at least 3,000 people passed away. To touch on some of the newer technology that was released in the year 1995, Windows 95 was released by Microsoft, which is, we all know how important Windows was to technology. JavaScript was introduced and deployed. The U.S. space station coordinated a shuttle landing with the Russian space station. It was one of the first times that they cooperated. And DVDs were first introduced in the optical disc format, something that people had never really seen before. It had only been tapes prior to this. That's some of the important events and prolific dates that happened during the year 1995. It was a wonderful year, and once again, I was born in July 15th, 1995. Thank you.